Well, hello there. Larry and JJ Davenport here, Heritage Christian University graduates, and we're excited to be able to share some things about our experience with Heritage, our path in ministry, and hopefully say some things that'll be of a positive influence to you. Our story started, we met and married in Florida. I was working for a NASA contractor at the time, but it wasn't long before we made the decision that we wanted to go into ministry. And that led us to Heritage Christian University through people like JJ's uh, adopted grandmother and grandfather, Bobby and Elmo Clark, who were Florence natives. They had moved back to Florence in retirement, and they connected us with an individual by the name of Jim Collins, who got us into Heritage Christian University, and one of the best decisions that we ever made. And, we had a lot of people at the school there that had an impact on us and on our ministry. And JJ, I think you had some things you were thinking about with regards to that.
Well, it was your decision to go to Heritage, which was actually IBC for the first year that we were there, right?
Yes.
And I was familiar with it because my father is a minister. And so I had known of men that he sent to IBC, International Bible College, and knew of its reputation and how great it was for ministers. So you were headed to school. And I really did not want anything to do with the move. I mean, being honest, I'm a Florida native and I just wanted to stay. And that God just kind of moved the pegs as he does and got things perfectly aligned for us to move up here, which was home for you. And it worked out beautifully. And so when I went with Larry to register for classes at IBC, I was just going along just because I didn't have anything else to do. And they said, now wives can go half tuition at the time. Wives could come for half tuition. And I was like, I mean, we can't really turn that down, can we? And so I ended up getting my degree, my undergraduate degree, the same time Larry did because we went together. And that was eye-opening for me because I realized that what IBC and what Heritage is doing is is catering their classes and catering their schedules to people that already have full-time jobs. I mean, you can go straight out of high school and that can be what you're doing, and that's fine too. But they had really aligned and this was what, 20
Uh,
something years ago?
it's been
It's been a minute.
2000,
One,
was it
maybe?
2001 when we
When we
graduated?
graduated.
Yeah.
So however long that was, you math people. But back then, they were lining things up so that you could work full time and still go to school and still have classes and be able to make that happen. They were heavy into distance learning, and nobody else was doing distance learning really. Not a lot at that time. So they've always been cutting edge.
And the great thing about going through the school as a husband-wife team was I had a great study partner. In fact, I probably had a better study partner than JJ
I think you
did.
did.
But it was a great experience.
It was good because we were learning the same things, and just when you think about it, I had been a Christian for years before we had gone to Heritage. I knew a lot about the Bible. My father is a minister. I grew up in the church, but I couldn't sit down with somebody and have a Bible study. I didn't know where to start. I did not know how to personally study the Bible. There's so many things that I gained from my personal spiritual life, from my personal growth, that I could share with other people that I don't think I could have gotten somewhere else.
And one of the things that Heritage did really well while we were there, yes, we took classes in Romans and the Gospels, but it was more than just the class in the Gospels or in Old Testament. They didn't just teach you the book; they taught you how to study the book and how to teach that book, and
Mhm.
and that helped us in ministry so much. In fact, uh, I believe that I was most effective in my ministry while I was taking classes. And that's not to say you have to be taking classes in order to be effective in ministry, but one of the things that I noticed was other disciplines, be it teachers or people in the medical profession or law profession, they take continuing education courses. So I think it taught me to continue education even after I finished my bachelor's degree and I went on and did my graduate degree at Heritage. JJ, she's taking her master's there right now. But no matter what you're doing, if it's reading books or going to lectureships, if you continue your education, I believe you'll be more effective in ministry. It's certainly that way with us.
It certainly has been. And there's been things that have come across our ministry that we would never have dreamed would have been possible for little Larry and JJ to accomplish and to do. But God made things happen. We started work in Winfield, Alabama, with a wonderful congregation. Love them so much. Winfield Church
Such a
of
great
Christ.
start to ministry.
It really was. They were so patient with us and so kind, and we worked there. We've worked at other churches that we have just loved and had great
Wood Avenue
relationships.
in Florence, that was our
Yes,
second work. Just
yes, and, Larry served as an elder at Tuscumbia Church of Christ, and during that time, during this whole season, Challenge Youth Conference began.
mhm.
He began that just as a really small thing for people in our community, and now it has grown and grown.
I had no idea what that was going to become. In fact, a couple of years ago, I was asked to come and speak, give a lesson on how to plan a large event. And I was thinking, oh, this is going to be easy because I plan it. And then I started thinking about how do we do that? And started putting it together. And I told JJ, I said, this is going to be the most boring lesson anyone has ever heard. But God's truly blessed it. And
Mhm.
shoot off from that was the Transform Ladies Conference
Mhm.
that JJ works now. It's a subset of Challenge Youth Conference, but those are two big events that happen in Pigeon Forge,
Mhm.
and such a blessing to so many, and we feel very fortunate to be able to have a small part in that.
And just a testimony of, put in the work. Work like it all depends on you, and just have faith like it
Pray
all
like it, yeah, pray
it all
like it all
depends on
depends on.
God, and God will just show that increase if you're walking in the light, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and Heritage is going to help you so much in just guiding you. And the other thing about Heritage that I don't think people talk a whole lot about is just the resources of spiritual giants that you've got there. You've got men and women at Heritage that you can ask questions that have been in ministry far longer than you have, that have had to deal with things that you've not even had to deal with yet, that can answer questions so readily and use God's word for that.
And over to Memorial Library, what an asset to ministers. This
Yeah.
is just a fantastic uh, item that Heritage has right there on campus, and it's available to anybody.
We are huge fans of Heritage Christian University. It has changed our lives very literally. I'm not saying that lightly.
And not just in ministry, but the things we learn there. Like
Mhm.
we're both associated with Mars Hill Bible School in Florence, Alabama. So I've taken the things that I picked up at Heritage. JJ has too, and teaching Bible classes and leading in chapel. Uh, all has been a benefit that's been given to us by Heritage and the things that we learned there.
Yeah. We can't say enough good about it. Heritage Christian University. Check it out if you haven't already.